So this question is taken from October-November 2020, paper 3 variant 2, and this is the first part of question 9, where we are given a fraction which we need to convert it into its partial fraction format. The first thing that we check is the degree of the numerator is 1, the degree of the denominator is 3 for the respective polynomials. So this is a proper fraction. So when we convert this into its partial fraction format, we don't need to add any extra constants. And in this case, the denominator has a linear factor and a quadratic factor. So we know that for the linear factor, we have a on the top, that is a normal constant on the top. But for the quadratic factor, we are going to have a linear thing on the top. And then we are just going to make the common denominator and compare the top parts and try to find out the values of a, b, and c. So let's get started with this question. I know that my f of x is going to be equal to or equivalent to a by 3x plus 2 plus bx plus c divided by x square plus 4, and then I can compare my top parts. 7x plus 18 is equivalent to a times x square plus 4 plus bx plus c times 3x plus 2. And over here, if I just say that let x is equal to minus 2 by 3. If I do minus 2 by 3, I'll get 0 for this bracket, and I will be able to find the value of a. So let x equals to minus 2 by 3. In that case, let's see what is the value on the left hand side. So minus 2 by 3, I'll save it in my answer variable. 7 into minus 2 by 3 plus 18, it gives me 40 by 3 on the left hand side. And on the right hand side, what is the value of minus 2 by 3 square plus 4? Minus 2 by 3 the whole square plus 4 is 40 by 9, and this is multiplied by a. If I try to solve for a, I can see that 40 gets cancelled out. 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9. So this 3 is going to go on the top. So this simply means that a is equal to 3. Or else you can utilize your calculator, plug everything in your calculator and try to solve for a. Now once I'm having the value of a, I can't use the let method because I'm not having anything else to let it to be equal to 0. For example, in this bracket, I will have to say x is equal to minus c by b for this bracket to go to 0. But of course, this is not something that we want to do. And over here, there is no value of x that I can take so that this bracket will be equal to 0. There is no such value of x. So now the only option for me is to go ahead and try to compare the coefficients. So let me go ahead and try to compare the coefficients, or let's say constant. So I'm going to say that compare constant. On the left side, we are having 18. On the right hand side, we are having 4a. And then in this bracket, we are having 2c. So from this, we can find the value of c. 18 minus 12, which is 6. 6 by 2 is 3. C is equal to 3. I'll just compare from my calc so that I'm not doing any kind of silly errors. Oh, wait. 18 minus 12 and then divide by 2 is 3. Yeah, fine. Now what I can do is I can just go ahead and try to compare maybe x square coefficients. Compare x square. On the left hand side, there is no x square. On the right hand side, I am having a and 3b. A and 3b. Is there anywhere else I can form an x square coefficient? No. So my b is equals to minus 1. So can I directly go ahead and conclude that my partial fraction is going to look like this for the given fraction 3 divided by 3x plus 2, and then because c value is positive and b is negative, I'll just try to write it in the format so that it's very easier for us to read out. 3 minus x, right? I'm writing c as 3 and this as minus x. divided by x square plus 4. Of course, this is my way to write the final solution. You can write it in any format that you like. But then this becomes your final solution for this question.